Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Brock and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or are we going to do with, how about Miss Tina and Richard Lawson?
Okay.
So we're going to do with, what's her real name? I think her full name is Celestine and Beyonce. Y'all gonna kill me for slaughtering Miss Tina name. Who is an American businesswoman and fashion designer known for her House of Darien and Miss Tina by Tina Knowles fashion brand. And of course, she's the mother of Beyonce and Solange Knowles. Now, Richard Lee Lawson, also known as Ricky Lee Lawson, is an American actor who starred in movies and television since as early as the 60s. Like, he OG in this game. Like, he was in original Chef, like all of those shows, and I think back to stuff like that. So I'm trying to think of other ones. Shaft, 227, Magnum P.I., The Jericho Mile, Good Times he was in, Kojak, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, he was in all those things. And as far as movies, you know, he was in For Colored Girls, you know, when it was kind of cutting crazy. He played Frank.
He played Frank?
He played Frank in For Color Girls. So, you know, he's a legend in itself. He played in How Stella Got His Groove Back. How Stella Got Her Groove Back. Dirty Harry. Poltergeist. Y'all remember he was the black man in Poltergeist. So, you know what I'm saying? He an OG in this game. Mm-hmm. And shout out to They Love, because they living the best damn life. First of all, their kids are grown. They got rid of both their ex-lovers. Their ex-husband and wife. They said farewell so long.
Farewell.
So long. And all they just look like they just go around and watch their grandkids, gallivant the world, and give speeches and live their best life.
Absolutely.
I think what's special about their love is that, you know, it's love after marriage, right? You know, it's love after you've been married and divorced, I should say. A lot of times folks think, especially if you've been married for a long time, once you're divorced, it's kind of it. Just focus on yourself, find yourself, ain't nobody else to be found. But it's something to say it out there to be like, you know, it is another soulmate out there for another chapter in your life. And that your love life isn't over, right?
Right.
So shout out to that love.
Shout out to them. And plus, Miss Tina's Instagram is so entertaining.
Oh my God, that corny joke of the day. Jesus. And then her Blue be like, you ain't supposed to film in here, Grandma.
Grandma, no.
But Miss Tina is living her best in life. She don't give a damn what it says. I'm mad Miss Tina got away with photographing in there. I know I just went to one museum and laid my pinky on the table, and I thought they was going to escort me out. Like, not even intentionally.
That's going to kick your ass out.
And I was like, I knew they was going to escort me out. So shout out to Miss Tina for breaking the rules, honey. Who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 151.
It's 151, y'all.
Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. And follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. And it's Shout Out Friday. So y'all already know the deal. Pull out your iPhones. Open that podcast app. Hit the search icon. Type in Black Love Matters. Scroll on down until you see write a review. Leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating. And just tell us how hot we are. How dope we are. And then we'll read it online. As long as it's nice. What's going on, baby?
Whatever.
You leave a 5-star review and then some hating ass niggas ain't gonna read it.
I will. I'm okay with constructive criticism. As long as you leave a 5-star review. Me, I'm doing good. On my end, y'all, we just spoke her up. Boz, we spoke her up. Remember the black lady who was head of Uber branding?
Yeah, hashtag badass boss.
Yeah, she done left, honey.
Damn.
She done left. So
Where'd
I done
she go?
spoke her up at the Hollywood. I told you she don't be at work.
Where'd she go?
I don't know, honey. Not at Uber.
Damn.
I think at all the pictures, I seen one picture at Uber. Look in the cafeteria. No, but good for her. She's heading to Hollywood, right? To be their like PR branding person. I forgot. I think it's called Endeavor.
Okay.
That whole firm. So good luck to her. And she's just been making moves, right? She done jumped from Spike Lee to Pepsi to Apple to Uber to this. So, you know, again, another person who's living their bliss for 2018. Get it how you live.
Damn, just when I was about to send her a tweet, see if I can intern.
You can stop. Yeah, I intern at Hollywood, honey. Whatever this is, Endeavor. Whatever she need. I'm sure she's not going to be centralized to her desk.
No.
I knew that from her Instagram. Next, did y'all see John Coltrane got another CD? A CD, honey. Recording's gonna be leased. Ooh, I'm a millennial. He got a CD coming out.
He got an album coming out.
He got an album. He got an EP coming out. I love me some Coltrane. Like, if y'all looking to start getting into Coltrane, go ahead and just put that Coltrane on your Pandora, dim the lights, puff some brown liquor, and get your entire life, right?
Mm-hmm.
You like Coltrane? Yeah.
Coltrane a little sad for me.
Ooh, who you like? Herbie Hancock?
Yeah.
You more of a Herbie guy?
Yeah.
Herbie good too, but I am a Coltrane. Coltrane will have you in your feelings.
I got enough feelings on myself. I don't need nobody else to help me put there.
Yeah, like just listening to it. Like you can tell within the first 10 seconds what type of day it's going to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, well, pass the napkins. And then other than that, like I don't have much updates, right? Like work is going. I got some folks that's starting to cut crazy, but not permanent. Like it's not necessarily permanent folks who are cutting crazy. It's more of our temp staff that I got to reel them back in. And what makes me sad is that it's our staff of color. It ain't that many of us at all. Like, as y'all keep sending me statistics, there's only 0.003 of us. So. And sis fucking up on basic shit, like just not being president of the office, like work shit 101.
Her job is to be president.
It's to be there when we need you. And when we call you, you don't answer. So, sis, what do you think you're here for?
Jesus.
What do you think you're getting paid for?
She got a company phone, too?
Come on.
And a laptop?
Come on.
Shit,
Come on.
you can do all the Twitter and watching TV right there.
Come on. But that's all I have. I don't have that much. So, Nero?
What I got going on? I say house shopping or apartment hunting has been my biggest angst these past couple of days. I had to see at least 20 apartments the past couple of weeks. And I'm just tired. Like from going through the process of selling the house and going through all of that to trying to find an apartment out here in Colonizer Valley. And the thing is out here is that you can either be in like the high rises, the new shit, for like $12,000 a month.
She said 12,000. You silly.
Or you can be in the hood for $2,000 a month, and it ain't nothing in between.
No, it really isn't.
So you can either be in the hood and have your gun ready and play with homeless people for $2,000 a month, or you can be in high rises for $12,000 a month. You choose. So I think that's just been like one of my biggest angst lately. Other than that, I'm still just trying to adjust to the area. Lately I've been having like headaches, and I don't know if it's because like the lack of sleep or you know, just trying to adjust with the area, but I really haven't had anything with like allergies and that, but like some bad headaches. And I think I had a bad batch of wine that threw me off.
That nigga ain't have a bad batch of wine. He can't drink a lot.
No, because I can tear down some Crown. But I don't know.
I believe
I had some wine that Naomi brought up here and had my head banging. I was dizzy. Felt like I was about to throw up.
I drank the same, if not more.
No comment.
I drank the same, if not more, honey.
You had it diluted with some type of guava juice or some shit like that.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what's going on. I just want to give a big shout out to two black women out there killing the game. You got London Breed, who's the first San Francisco mayor.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
The first what, Nero?
Black woman.
Okay, thank you. Nero said she just the first nigga, honey.
Not only the first nigga.
Oh my God.
The first black woman.
Come on.
Put
Shout
respect.
out to you, sis. Shout out to you.
And then the thing is, it took them about a week to figure it out. Because when I got here on the first, they was going to go vote.
Say something.
When I got here on the first, the votes had already went in.
Come on.
So it didn't take them 2 weeks to figure out the
it
rest
was close. It was close. Yeah.
It was close. She was going against a white gay guy. So
come on.
I don't know for San Francisco, because it's both of us first. I didn't know if you can go either way.
Yeah.
But shout out to the black woman. Root for everything black. And then Jamel Hill, former high school, names the auditorium after her. So what's funny?
What happened? What did you just say?
Her high school that she graduated from named the auditorium after her.
Oh, okay. I ain't hear that. I thought I heard auditorium. I was like, what the hell is that? Okay.
So Mumford High School. What's funny about Mumford High School back in Detroit? Our school played against Mumford every year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
I know about Mumford. Yeah.
We used to whip the boys' ass. But the thing about over there,
you know,
Mumford,
DPS and y'all athletics.
but over there in Mumford, them niggas, you know, they be want to fight after they lose and shit.
Oh, y'all didn't?
Yeah.
Okay.
Niggas had rocks and guns and shit.
I remember I didn't go to high school in Detroit, but my high school always played Detroit schools, and them white boys used to whoop y'all ass. Like, y'all used to look so sad. Like, the white boy outfits be like, I shouldn't say I wasn't white, but my school's mixed. But like, their outfits would come out all crisp and clean. And what's it called? The bumper club or the what's the club with the parents who always asking for money?
Booster Club.
Yeah, the Booster Club. Be all out there supporting, passing out hot chocolate and shit. And then DPS, y'all niggas come with mismatched outfits, holes. I be like, it looked like the outfits already been stretched.
It's hard out there. Okay.
And y'all be looking at the feet, like, even like when y'all come out, and I remember looking at the school, y'all be like, what the fuck is this? Like, did you ever feel that way? Did you ever play against like some of the suburban schools and be like, what the fuck is this?
Yes. So one year we went out to Muskegon, Michigan.
Oh my God, it's nothing there, honey.
So that's like on the other side. It was like a 3-hour ride. We drove 3 hours to get our ass whooped by some cornbread fed white boys
who they've been waiting for their whole life.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, our coach was so damn mad.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, it was never like a good game. Like, oh, that was a good game, right? Everybody put their heart and soul over there. Like, it's like y'all black boys just got your ass whooped, annihilated.
Anyways,
No, how did it feel when you walked? Like, did it feel different? Like, what did y'all talk about on the bus? Like, when y'all got off the bus, how was y'all like? Oh shit, we're not in Kansas no more. Like, what?
Yeah.
Because, like, the locker rooms were different, or what?
Like first of all, we usually don't get to see the locker rooms.
Oh.
So when we drove out to Muskegon,
yeah.
Like, first of all, like the whole 3-hour ride, like we just trying, the coach is like, just chill the fuck out. So we drive there and then we get off the bus and the high school, the white high school, like looked like a fucking college stadium. It was like going into the big house at University of Michigan.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck?
And the white boys growling. Mm.
So they growling and barking and shit. But the other thing is like the field was different. Like I remember, and this is before like all the fields, most of the fields got like artificial grass or like that turf.
Yes. Like
this is like one of the first schools in Michigan to have like the turf.
Yeah.
Not only did they have turf, they had rubber dirt. So
really?
So like once you like fall on it, like
it bounce up.
Yeah, like it's just like specks of rubber dirt that just like bounce up and shit and hit you in the face. Ooh, I got so much rubber dirt in my mouth. That was ridiculous.
Oh my God.
So yeah, like it and even like the beginning stuff. Mm-hmm. Like I remember like how they got the crowd hype, man. Like the crowd was so hype, like it
was shaking, right? The whole stadium was shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, what the fuck?
Because meanwhile, in the ranch in Detroit, y'all don't be that hype. Y'all chilly just come do a little 2-step, but that's about it, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I done hijacked
you didn't stroll my thunder.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
ahead.
We're moving on. We got some pillow talk.
Yeah. Let's see what our pillow talk is. Oh, sorry. Well, actually, Niram, why don't you pick one? Which one of the things you want to start with? We're going to talk about how they say tech really ain't getting diverse.
Yeah, we can talk about that since you're a new person out there in tech. And so new studies suggest that tech isn't really getting more diverse and that employees are tired of diversity initiatives.
Duh, everybody is.
Culture doesn't change rapidly, an anonymous black employee at Facebook says.
An anonymous. It's only pull up the roster.
5 of y'all.
Pull up the roster. I mean, but I think that's anywhere you go. Like what? I don't know. What I'm going to say is not going to be a nice thing. People don't want a diverse workforce. Mm-hmm. This is why it doesn't work, because they don't want a diverse workforce. It doesn't help capitalism. It doesn't help the game, right? They come to you and they say all these studies, the more diverse your workforce is, the better outcomes you have, blah, blah, blah. But if folks really wanted this, all these white billionaires was really about their coins and knew this would have an effect, don't you think they would change by now?
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? We done created all this shit. So I think about the tech companies, right? We got flying cars and shit. We got all this shit, but we ain't cracked on diversity yet. Get the fuck out of here. We did machine learning, artificial intelligence, all that stuff, but we can't figure out how to diversify our workforce. I got the answer. Hire more niggas. Like, I don't.
So
what do you like? I just don't believe the hype that they want to be diverse no more. I just don't believe that. They don't want it. They like the idea of it, but the action of actually doing it and changing the game and breaking down the norms of how things have been done, right? So I even think about professionalism, right? So when we think about professionalism, that's really just white culture and upholding white supremacy, because there's a way you're supposed to do it, or I should say like passive aggressiveness. Like that's actually professionalism, right? Like it's not seen like, how do I say it? I want to make sure I'm saying this correctly. So I even think when you think of people of color and how we interact and we talk, is different.
Right.
So if we have a problem, I even take it as if we have a problem with someone, we going directly to the source and saying, listen, Liz, I don't know why you carbon copy everybody in the whole company when you just came directly and told me this, right? But it's socialized, and the professional route is to then, passive aggressively then reach. I just had this with my direct reports. Send your supervisor an email, then the supervisor talk, but those people never talk, right? So I even think just the way in which we interact, that we talk, that's not even ready.
Right.
They're not ready. When I mean they, the majority, the folks who are in power, aren't even ready to change that. So if those things aren't ready to change, you're not ready to have a diverse workforce. I think it's bullshit. Same thing with universities. We want to recruit a more diverse population. Well, go get them then.
You know what they at?
Go get them. Well, we only want to make sure they have them to the standard. Well, AKA the white standard. Right? You know what I'm saying? If you want people who think and do things different than you, they're not going to have the same background and experiences and look the same as you do on paper. That's not how this shit works.
So I think that's actually interesting. And you would think the tech companies would want more diverse populations there. So I was listening to this podcast about how, how most success, or like most mistakes, how all the mistakes that became success. So like the 3M like strips, the Velcro, to just like those type of inventions were mistakes, and how they were saying like how most of these tech companies are trying to like force their employees to like make more of these mistakes in order to have like these beautiful inventions. And basically what they were saying is that the only way that you can really do that, and they try to spend like millions of dollars, like, for example, building staircases that make people bump into each other or just make it awkward or whatever, where only thing that really said that really make these inventions is diversity.
Yeah.
So by having diverse populations interacting with people, this is where you can be able to figure out all these different problems and you can help solve them.
But I'm just still firm that they don't want to change it.
Yeah. But, yeah. So I think what's also funny is that the Congressional Black Caucus came to Silicon Valley in May. And
read them for filth.
Yeah, they surely did.
Because I think it was Maxine Walters here and her gang of bad bitches. And was like, no, ma'am. No,
I'm
sir.
not urgent. I'm not encouraging. I'm about to hit some people across the head with a hammer.
Yeah.
I know how to do this, and I know how to do it well. Yeah. I said, okay, Auntie Maxine.
I mean, something has to be given. Even when you talk about tech, so what form of tech, right? It should be all over, right? Are we talking about HR? Are we talking about in the hardwares? Are we talking about in the coding? And then if we get into coding, right? So do our students, kids, whoever even have the resources to learn these different coding languages? Right? Because, although you can be self-taught, but I'm thinking the years of being self-taught and getting into these big tech companies is going downhill quickly.
Yeah.
Because you just can't keep.
You can't keep up.
Because you don't even have foundational shit down, right? Where I think 4 or 5 years ago you could be self-taught and come on in and be a bad bitch contest in the first place, but that's no longer acceptable anymore.
No, it kind of almost reminds me of like, as much as we talk about like the automotive industry,
like it is,
and how like well, back in the day you didn't need no degree to get in there, but now you need some type of form of coding or whatever just to even compete with these motherfuckers, right?
I mean, I think back to these companies, even the company I work for, like the interviews are based off that. Entry. The interview to even say we thinking about you. They're doing coding quizzes.
Mm-hmm.
To say, just show us what your code is.
Right.
No, thank you.
What you know about code?
Listen, no, thank you. All set.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting. And, I have a more slanted view on it, right? Because I think of my experience and diversity and recruitment and really seeing the side of the story. Because people do have the power to be like, I want it to be more diverse. Bring them in now. Like, that's how easy it is.
Mm-hmm.
But then they hide behind things. Oh, well, we don't recruit for that. We just we want people with all the same
right.
standards.
We want the best
you know
of the
what I'm
best.
saying? They're the best
We're
of the
not
best.
trying to
We're
get
not
any quotas and now. Fuck it. Bring back the quotas then.
And the thing is, I know what they mean by that, right? So I know I'm not saying you're going to hire my cart attendant to be the president or something, right? Like, we're not saying that. And that's how they're making these comparisons to be. But there's someone in middle level management that you can groom to be something else. But is that something they want to do? No.
Mm-mm.
And then the ones you do have in power be too scared to do it sometimes. Be too scared to do the mentorship, right? Y'all let us know what you think. Speaking of the Congressional Black Caucus, they just announced their support for marijuana decriminalization. Duh.
Yeah.
What? It's too many people in jail over some weed. By the time they start supporting, actually, the Black Caucus wasn't super. They're just getting more progressive.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't super progressive, or as outspoken as they are now. Like, I feel like the Congressional Black Caucus was playing nice for a few years. Yeah. I don't know if that's because Barack Obama was in there and they was just trying to be cool. But I'm liking this side of them when they coming out, ain't taking shit.
Well, the thing is, the opposition is so adverse to us that you gotta just be loud.
Yes.
Just to even come back with it.
Yeah, so I'm very, very excited about that. So according to the Washington Post, the majority of the 48-member caucus supports the legislative reform that aim to reduce the number of black people in prison. At the center of this proposal is support for ending marijuana's designation as a dangerous drug. And that's not all. The CBC also wants to delete the criminal records of those who have been arrested for minimum pot possession. The quote went on to say, some of the same folks who told African Americans 3 strikes and you're out when it comes to marijuana use and distribution. Distribute? Am I saying that right?
Distribution.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Are now decriminalizing the drug and making a profit off of it, says the representative Cedric Richmond from Louisiana. Ain't that the tea?
Yeah.
Right? 3 strikes and you're out. You can't do it. Now they done sign money into it.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. Isn't it crazy? And according to the Congressional Black Caucus, 40% of federally convicted drug offenders are black, with 12% of the overall prison population made up of those who serving for a marijuana offense. 12% of the fucking population is in jail because of 12 of black people are in jail because of marijuana. How ridiculous is that?
I wonder, so...
It's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
But I wonder, so the states who've already like decriminalized marijuana, so like the Denvers, the Colorado, the Californias, for the people who serve in prison for weed, were they let go?
I think it was state to state, wasn't it?
I don't know. So I need to look into that because I was looking at the weed laws here and like you can have like a pound. Was it a pound?
Yeah, too much.
Oh, 2 pounds of weed?
Too much. Yeah.
Like
way too much.
Just being
as far as Naomi's concerned.
Just being over 21. So are these people being released? Are they what type of programs are they being served? Better yet, are all these taxes that's all the taxes they getting from weed sales, are they using it to help these people get back on their feet?
Mm-hmm. Ciao.
I'll wait.
That's ridiculous. Anyway, you got anything else about that, Nero?
No, it's something that needs to happen. It needs to happen quick. It needs to happen fast.
I'm for it. I'm not one to smoke or do any of that, but yeah, weed ain't the reason the world is crazy right now. Last thing I want to talk about before we get into the 3 questions is that hashtag. Did y'all see that hashtag? It says hashtag when black women lead. Why black women are held to an unreasonable standard and questioned when making boss-ass decisions.
Oh.
When I seen that, I brought so much joy to my face.
Okay.
Not my face, my life. it's the article. Actually, they did a really good summary on Blavity. And it starts off by saying, growing up, my mom would often say, don't write a check your mouth can't cash. But mine said, your ass can't cash.
Mm-hmm.
So, they talking about, with the Roseanne firing and how Channing Duggan kind of came in, was like, this some bullshit. One quote from Star Jones is, when you have a seat at the table, you have to stay in the decisions. You have a say at the decisions that are made. When it's your table, you make the decisions. Roseanne's canceled after Star racist comment. # Channing done on ABC. It's true, right?
Mm-hmm.
And another quote, it says, there's time to speak and a time to be silent. One of the greatest tests of someone's character is the use of one's power to speak about issues that matters in the midst of controversy. And overall, when I think the hashtag is about like trusting Black women and letting Black women lead, and knowing that it's not just a current fad, but this is what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Black women, I think, especially when in status of power, we challenge that status quo.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And a lot of time that's not supported, or we're seeing less than. And I've seen it in roles that I've been in. I've seen it when I've been at the seat at the table making decisions. It's been numerous times that folks be like, I don't know, maybe you're moving too fast, maybe that's too dynamic, that they just can't process it. And it just blows my mind. But I think this is very true.
Mm-hmm.
# Black woman lead. You have to trust us, right?
Yeah.
Period.
That's why I got a Black woman on my team.
You silly. What's your thoughts? Have you ever been in a situation where working or some type of project where like Black woman was the leader, or she was pushed aside? Have you ever seen this in action?
No.
Oh, you've never been around and where Black woman was the leader?
No.
Jesus, how do you feel sad about that?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Like, thinking about it, because like even the people I work with, it was all white women.
Yeah.
White women in my class, and white women who taught, who were professors.
Yeah.
White women mentors.
And you even think about the power that Black women bring and how the shift can be, right? Because I think we get stereotyped so many times of being, angry or not playing with the rules. So I think it goes back to even when we're talking about the tech at the Silicon Valley, because actually Black women is the lowest number.
Yeah.
That's the hardest populations to recruit out here. What?
I'm thinking about as far as I can remember.
Okay. Here I'm still reflecting.
I am.
Mm-hmm.
My middle school principal, she was a Black woman.
Yeah.
And the woman that was the head of our scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only 2 Black women leading ever in my life that I can think of right now.
Whew. That's scary. It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
Sad,
is.
But true.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. And knowing, and how's that even possible, right? But that's neither here nor there. I think it's bullshit. Naomi's having an off day, if y'all can't tell.
I agree. It is some bullshit. There needs to be more Black women there.
What do you think folks are scared of? Even as a Black man, do you think there's some hesitancy there? Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Yes.
What, Nero? Yes.
Yes.
Why, Nero? What is it?
I just think about the demands you be having on me.
What?
As your significant other.
What you mean the demands?
Shit, I got to deal with that as my boss too.
What?
You asking me to elevate and at work and in life?
What?
At work and at home?
Well, Nero, how would you see me? How do you think I am in a leading role? I think I've been in situations where I was allegedly, I definitely haven't been a top leader, but definitely middle level management where I was charged for different committees, tasks, or projects. You think that was the first time for a lot of folks seeing me in places?
Absolutely.
Black woman in place of power?
And you know, you are a known table shaker.
What?
As they like to say. And they were like, get this Black one out of here. And Nayan be the first one. I'm just a poor girl from Detroit. And I'm just telling you, this is racist. You're racist. And I'm like, no, you told them they was racist to their face?
Yes.
And then you be like, what you think, Neil? I said, baby, shit.
No, or I say things like, because white people try to tell you I don't think that's racist. I said, oh, well, my perspective as a poor brown girl from Detroit, this is how I received it. I'm sorry, can you help me understand your lens? What is your lens?
A white man.
Shut the fuck. Okay. And that's the lowest they say white. A white man
A white
fuck up
man
there.
from Idaho.
Yeah. Stop! Don't do that. But you know what like? I'm stating facts. Like I don't even try to be shady. I really try to state facts, and I think that's where it gets confused. Because I'm just as hard on my people too.
Yeah.
Like I'm just as hard on my people in those situations too, right? I think the only difference is with my people, I do it in more private settings. For others, for Colonizer, I tend to do it in a very public setting.
Now, I'd be good for getting you on a car ride and turning on the radio.
Yes. Like I do that for friends. Like friends, I'll let you cut a fool. Like I'm that friend. You can go somewhere and completely cut a fool. And I'll be that friend. I'm like, yeah, you right. Let's go ahead and head on out. Bye, bitches, right?
And then
when we get a mile down the road, I'm like, what the fuck was that bullshit? That embarrassed the fuck out of me. But let a Colonizer show out, honey.
You're racist.
What? Is that what it is? It's too forthcoming? What is it, Nero?
I think so.
How was I supposed to say it?
Hell, there's no other way to say it.
Because I don't want you to get confused.
But that's the thing. Like,
I don't want you to be confused.
Being a black man, I feel like sometimes they don't play that shit with me, especially with my stature.
Sure. I agree. I think you and Nia have that as a benefit. Very few motherfuckers is gonna try it.
Being a 6'3", 250 plus, 280 plus pound man.
Did you ask him?
Yeah, because I had to think about it. That they ain't gonna try that shit with me.
Yeah,
because of my stature.
It might be more passive with you, but they ain't gonna. I like get passive indirect
right.
shit.
So mine should be passive behind closed doors type shit.
Yeah,
like when I'm not around.
Yeah,
but they'll try to undermine y'all right in front of y'all face.
Yeah,
like I can think of like any idea that I bring up. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's never shut down.
Or there's like, well, maybe. What about this? And I'm like, no, this is it. And they be like, oh, okay. And they go back and whisper.
But me, I gotta fight to the death.
Right,
like I'm in Mortal Kombat. I gotta be in like I'm in Mortal Kombat. Finish them to bring an idea during a damn brainstorming session. Bitch, ain't this a brainstorming session?
Yeah.
And and I even tried to be the one who be like, still waters run deep and be the quiet one at the table. But I can't be quiet when stupid shit is being said. It's something in my spirit that just jumps out to be like stupid. Or, I'm good to be like, I don't want to be associated with that. That used to be mine. You ever been to me doing that? I'd be like, I understand what you are saying, but I just want for the record to know that I don't agree with this. I don't want to be associated with this.
Take my name
and people
off
get
of
nervous.
this.
They be looking like, what? They be like, then they ask me why. And what I say is racist. It's homophobic. It's blah, 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 blah. It upholds white supremacy.
Yeah.
And they be like, bitch.
I think the better world will be a better place to just let black women lead.
Some of us, some of us is ticky, right? Yeah. But, for the most part, we are doing something. And it's hard out here. And it gets tired. So I even think to the role I'm in now. Middle management, of course. But how far I want to go up? Like, am I just cool?
Y'all want to be a boss and travel the world?
Because boss be traveling. Honey. Who should be traveling? I'm like, is boss working at Uber? Uber app is running slow. What is boss?
Boss ain't got nothing to do with that.
So I even think about that, right? Do I want to? Which battles do I want to fight? Because as a black woman, I got to fight battles. But which ones do I want to fight? Do I want to just work with my little workers, my little entry level workers, and we talking about attendance and professionalism? Basic shit. It's conversation I can have with my eyes closed. Or do I want to transition and have those different kinds? Do I want to have a seat at the table? Or do I just want my to-go plate and take my ass home? Make my plate and leave, right? So I even go back and forth with it. Like, because there's some days where I'm like, well, I'm going to sit right here, honey. They can bring all the promotions they want.
And that's a good question.
Naomi's been there for 25 years.
Just keep
the highest paid.
Just keep giving me my coins, my raises, and my stock.
Compared to, right, you want to be empowered and like, I'm young, right? So I need to keep pushing up and going up the ladder, right? I go back and forth with it day by day, right? For my sanity, right? Because I can handle the young professional shit. But when you start getting them upper levels, make you lose your religion. Yeah. And I don't know if I want to do that.
That's interesting though. Like even like that whole thought process that you have. Because like I even think about like I'm just working and in the meantime to get my businesses and my millionaires and my millions up.
Yeah. Well, Because as black women, what do you say black woman is raised to do? And black men aren't. What black women are raised to support and black men are raised to be supported. That's why you think about that. So what I'm doing in my career is not just my career.
It's our career.
It was our family's career, right? Net nuclear, us, me and you, right? Broader, my other extended family. So I think about my parents, the ancestors, what they done fought for, my cousins coming up. And then I take a step outside of even family and think of the next generation of brown girls, right? So I have to be at that table. So when certain applications come across or when certain instances happen to be a voice to say, hold up, this is not how you do it, or this is how you do it. So that's what I see as my obligation when I'm at any position.
Meanwhile, Niram over here reading newspapers trying to be a millionaire.
That's what y'all black men. When we have our children, we're going to raise them different. Maybe we flip it as we raise our daughters to be like, look, sis, get your money, sis. Get your money, black woman.
Get your money, black woman.
Yeah, and black male, use your privilege. Because you're a privilege as a man, you have so much more power than I would. Even if I know more than you.
Yeah.
Because I even be in meetings. And I just pay attention to that type of stuff because we don't have a lot of males on our team. But even the male we have on our team, when he be saying stuff, people are like,
oh, really?
Like, fuck him.
And he didn't repeat your same idea.
Fuck him.
They didn't shut down.
No, I'm talking even the folks who report to me. And also on my level, too, it's only a few men. And when they do speak up, it's like, ciao, bye. Alrighty, now you want to do these, talk about the 36 questions and answer 3 of them and head into Shout Out Friday?
Yeah. Let's see here.
So you remember them, right? So the New York Times came out with a snippet about this research article that there's 36 questions that you can fall in love to if you kind of ask them simultaneously, followed by looking someone in the eye for 4 minutes. We ain't doing all that shit. So what we're doing is each episode is taking our time and answering each question. And we both agreed that it could work, right? Because these questions leave you in a very vulnerable space. It asks you to kind of see if your values and objectives and morals and ethics and ethos all align. And if they don't, it's a place for conversation or it's a place for separation. So we encourage y'all to also have these conversations with your partner and let us know how they're going too. You want to ask the first question, Nira?
Yeah. Do you have a secret hunch on how you would die? What the hell? That's deep. That's question number 7. Nyambi, do you have a secret hunch on how you going to die?
No, but sometimes I have flashes of like bad things. My latest flash is like being in like a car accident. And I don't know where that's coming from. Or like I have flashes of like tripping and falling. And it's like 50-50 if they come true.
Really?
Yeah. Like hurting myself. And then like a month or 2 months later, like I'll hurt myself in that exact fashion. Like a deja vu. I have deja vu sometimes.
Like premonition type things?
Oh, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
What's the difference between premonition and deja vu?
I
think it's the same, aren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, I do have premonitions about that. But how I would die? No, I don't have any hunches about that. I know I keep putting in the university to be easy and in my sleep. I don't know if that's the best for you, Nero. Or I plan on living longer than you, so.
Okay.
What? It's just the stats. Is that the black woman being too direct? It's just the statistics.
Well,
it's the statistics, Nero.
I'm physically active, and marathon runners live longer.
Okay.
You ain't ran no marathon, so.
But no, I don't think I ever had a hunch. I'm just actually getting more comfortable with the thought of death. I used to treat death. I was never scared of death, but I was very distant from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember going to funerals and wouldn't really look at the body. Or go to viewings and won't look at the body. I look at everything but. I still not want to touch a dead body.
Really?
Because you know black people love to touch up on dead bodies.
They be kissing up on it and everything goes.
I'm like, oh, Jesus, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Just leave him alone. You know, and I'm not talking about like patting or adjusting. You know. Like touching on him. Leave him alone.
You look good. You look good.
Oh, it's not worse. I hate when black folks go to funerals, but oh, he look like he's sleeping. No, it looks like he's dead. Stop lying.
He never looked this glossy in real life.
No, come on. I told you that's why I said that MAC. You got to be careful what MAC you put on. MAC makeup, MAC, because it will have you casket sharp, and that's not a compliment. You're like, Jesus, I can't even see one pore on your face. That's what they use up at, what's the funeral home everybody go to in Detroit?
Cantrell.
No. Oh. I'm talking about off Southfield and what, Schaefer?
Oh, that ain't my part of Detroit.
Cantrell.
Yeah.
Dang. Pie. That's what I'm thinking about.
Oh, you should say clarification.
Oh my goodness.
West side Detroit.
So west side of Detroit, east side of Detroit, go to Cantrell.
Yeah.
Pie be so good, honey.
Or Swanson.
Swanson, I do know about Swanson.
Cantrell, Swanson.
So, never had a hunch about it. I think now I'm just more open to the thought of death, processing it. So I've never been scared of death. Like, it's one of them things, like, if it happens, it happens, right? You know, I'm curious to see what's next, honey. You know, ain't no rush, but y'all, what's next on this? Let's roll them dice, right? Gotta be better. This ain't, my Lord, this ain't all. You know what I'm saying? I'm firm believe this ain't it, Lord. Can't be it, Lord. This hell. Did I fuck up the previous life? Did I fuck up? And you ain't gonna tell me to the end. But no hunches. But I definitely am getting just more connected with that thought.
Yeah.
Of death and what that means, and having a sense of peace. You know, because old black folks be having joy about death.
They sure do.
They be like, "Ooh, I can't wait to go see the Lord." I'm still at that point where, like, well, Lord, I am excited. I treat you like a professional email. I look forward to us talking. Not now. What about you, Nero?
Yeah.
You do?
I guess it's a term. Yeah, well, yes.
Well, tell the truth.
I think about death all the time.
What?
Yeah.
How so, Nero?
So, like, growing up in the D, I thought somebody was going to kill me.
You thought you were going to get shot?
Yeah. I thought I was going to get shot. You know, when my brother committed suicide, I think from the ages of 10 to about 18, I thought suicide was a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, I thought that was going to be a hunch. I thought somebody was going to kill me, especially when I witnessed a couple murders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about now?
Now,
Death by nagging?
yes. Death by going to see apartments.
What?
No. I don't think about death as much as I used to back in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to think about death all the time.
Yeah. It was negative?
Hmm?
It was negative? Like,
Yeah.
when you thought about it, was it a sense of calm, angst, or what?
I didn't think about that. Like, whether it was calm or angst. Like, I just thought it was just going to, be somebody that's going to roll up on me. Like, either roll up on me, try to get what I got, or try to ride me. Mm-hmm. And niggas gonna shoot me, or it was gonna be some niggas that I interacted with at the prison I used to work at, and niggas was mad at some shit that happened years ago that was in prison that I done forgotten to happen.
Yeah.
And they ain't forgot about it, and they're gonna roll up on me.
Don't forget. Yeah, that's interesting.
So that's why I keep my head on the swivel and stay strapped.
So now that you're older. Mm-hmm. So once you reach these milestones, right? So how does it feel now? Like, have you let that go?
No. Sometimes it's still saddening because it's like, damn, I'm supposed to be dead by now. And it's like, why?
Oh, Nero.
Then it's like, why am I here?
Nero.
What? I'm just being real.
Yeah.
Like, when I reach 25, I'll be like, damn, I'm supposed to be dead by now. And then I get sad and I got to go to therapy because it's like, well, why am I here? Why I ain't dead yet?
Yeah.
Like, on some real shit.
So you almost didn't plan your life.
No.
Goals past. You didn't see yourself as like a husband, as a father, as a grandfather.
Mm-mm.
Moving cross country.
Nope.
Starting over. Multiple careers.
Nope. None of that.
Running marathons.
Nope.
Right?
None of that.
Wow.
I just thought about being dead.
Mm-hmm. And so, leading up to that point, did you just try to live life to the fullest, or was it just numb?
Initially, it was numb, but I think now, as I get older and I start to, experience different things, it's definitely living life to my fullest and like more of like lifestyle design type stuff. And that's why I think about like this whole job situation and like the whole 9-to-5 hustle and pursuing entrepreneurship, and always want to have that like on the side, or let that be the side hustle until it can be the main, because I just, after like seeing multiple family members grow up and just work to live and like live to work and like not have nothing else to it, and then like after they retire they just die. It was like, well, shit, why not just get killed at 25 then? Like, if I'm just going to work all my life and work at somewhere I don't want to work at to pay bills that I don't want.
Yeah.
And then, and then get to 65 and just die afterwards,
Yep.
then what the hell then?
Exactly. Nice.
That turned deep.
Well, I think that's what these questions are supposed to do. The next is name 3 things you and your partner appear to have in common. I guess we can do this together. What would you say?
Sense of humor.
Why? Okay, well, you explain that and I'll do one. Okay, why you think we...
Because we both be laughing and joking.
Even when we mad at each other,
Yeah.
right? It always somehow come to a joke.
Yeah. Like, I even think about last night when you was farting in bed.
Oh, wait a minute, Niram.
When Nayabi was tearing that shit
Oh,
up.
my God.
And it got to the point where we just started laughing like, damn.
Oh, my God. I was like, just crack the window. I was like, I need lactate.
So you need to stop drinking that milk.
I said, that milk do me bad. That milk do me bad from the ancestors.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I would say sense of ambition. I think we're both ambitious. It may be about different things, but we have a sense of go-gettedness. We're not ones just to wait on anything or anybody. Mine might be a little bit more type A. Nira might be more of a gamma man type B, but I think both of us want to move forward, right? And I for a long time I thought everybody felt this way,
but it's not.
and just seeing people, I was like, oh, you really don't. And I think it doesn't have to be professionally, right? So I need you to have ambition about something, be it personal or a hobby. I need you to have some go get it about something.
Like what? Something about you got to tick, right?
Yes, and I didn't realize some people don't have that at all, and that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3. I was trying to think of one like deep and mushy and stuff.
I mean, you don't have to be real. I mean, we thinking about this off the top.
Yeah.
It's not like we have more than 3 things in common.
I think the urge to travel. Like we both want to like get out and see different things. So bad.
Like I really want to travel for like a month, and I'm going to do that. I don't know when, but I'm going to do it. And just, I would like take some years off to travel, and I think that's definitely going to be in one of my plans somehow. But yeah, I got to get somewhere.
When I become a professional investor, and I got my millions,
Absolutely,
we can just travel.
Please.
And then I can wear my Levi's and you can wear.
Oh my God. Last question. What in your life do you feel most grateful for? Nearums?
Can you go first?
Sure. It's easy for me. I already know what I'm going to say.
What?
What I'm going to say?
I don't know.
The grace
Lord.
and mercy of the Lord, honey. Woo! I can't. If I had 1,000 tongues, it wasn't enough to say thank you. This year, God has showed up and showed out in my life, and I'll be remiss not to bring that up and not to be grateful for that, right? His grace and his mercy. And the thing I keep telling y'all, I got to, right? So I was grateful for, his mercy, right? When I was going through stuff, because I was like, why are people treating me like this? Why are people like, right? So he helped me get through that and work through forgiveness. But the forgiveness I didn't even know I need to work with and through was the forgiveness of myself, right? I'm mad about how other folks treat and talk about me, but look how I treated myself, right? So in spite of how other folks treated me, in spite of how I treated myself, right? When I treated myself horribly, right? His prized possession, what he made, and I treated like trash, and yet still, through grace and mercy, he stepped in and showed out through situations that I didn't know how I was going to come back from, using situations that the enemy set up as a negative, somehow flipped to a positive that I don't know how the Lord acrobated to this and alley-oop to me.
Alley-oop.
It was like, oh, that's for you. Did you know that was for you? See, if this didn't happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say it enough. And, y'all know I'm open and free. You believe in what you believe in, but I think it's important to believe in something. So the grand archetype, Jesus, the Lord, Buddha, something, right? Knowing that we're bigger than this, I'm just so appreciative and grateful for it. And I always knew it, but actually seeing it, like I'm a testimony to folks. I be telling folks my testimony. And I'll bring it up in a minute. I'm not the one of the Holy Ghost folks, but when folks try to be like, oh, this, and I'm like, wait, the Lord did that, honey. Let's be clear. And I think it throw people off because they're like, oh, I ain't know Nyambi. I ain't know Nyambi was into the Lord like that. Right? I don't say I'm a holy roller or anything, but I am a believer, right? I'm a believer. I'm a witness. And I think that's what I'm just most grateful for. And learning like a new muscle of resilience through this grace and mercy, right? The power of prayer, prayer in action. You get them two tied. You get prayer, action, and faith tied together. Child, your life start doing flip-flops you ain't never thought was gonna happen. Like, even now, like when I get angry, I catch myself like saying a quick prayer instead of cussing people up.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Niram fall out. I'm like, I gotta say a quick prayer. I'll be right back. And just the lightness, right? You know, it was a time that I got like a couple weeks ago. I was like really sad, like coming on like a hard depression. And I remember praying and being like, all right, Lord, I know I'm going to see a financial, so I'm gonna do this, but I need this. I need to have a sense of peace right now.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, I feel like that peace came on me so quick. I don't even know where it came from. It ain't nothing you could have told me would have made me stress. You could have look about death. That your day is tomorrow. I said, well, it's tomorrow, honey. Put me on a nice, pretty dress and my pearls. What's that song? When I Die Young. Remember that country song?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to hear that song and cry. When I Die Young, she didn't tell about Barry at the river.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God. If y'all looking for a sad song, it's country. I think it's called Band Called Perry, When I Die Young. Jesus. When I first heard it, I said, Lord, are people playing it at funerals?
I hope not. Everybody be crying.
Especially you think about the folks who died young. You know, I have a couple friends who passed away young. And not to like gang violence, and it's like to illness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I put that in perspective. But wrapping it up, what am I most grateful for? God's grace and mercy.
I'm grateful to have met you.
Oh, thank you, Nero.
No, 'cause I just think about the people that you meet and how that changes your life for like the better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, meeting you, I was on the verge of getting kicked out of college.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I transferred from the black college to PWI. You know, I acted a plum fool. Almost lost my motherfucking scholarship. Had that 1.2 GPA.
Mm-hmm.
And like just meeting you and just turning around like, oh, nah, nigga, if you gonna hang out with me, we going to the library.
Yeah,
and we're like,
my
what?
friends graduate.
What you mean we going to the library?
Yeah,
That building with the books in there?
yeah, it's a college. I remember even telling you, like, you know, I'm not the smart. Cause I think you told me, well, you smart. This
Yeah,
easy.
you smart. This is easy
Yeah,
for
I'm
you.
smart. Well, I'm in the library. Like, this stuff don't come easy. You know how much I got to study? You know how many hours it took me to figure out how to study? You know how many cornell notes I done take? How many mind maps I done did? How I had to learn my learning style.
Not a mind, man.
You know how many times I had to reread this motherfucking passage to know what the fuck they're saying? Speaking this white language? What is this whiteness they're speaking? I'm like, what is this?
Speaking this white language. But like, I just think about like that type of stuff, like that blessing of meeting someone that, you know, changes your life. And, you know, there's only a handful of people that you'll ever meet in your life that completely like changed the trajectory of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And you are one of them.
Oh, thank you, Nero. That's actually a good question. Who are the people who have changed the trajectory of your life? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Because that ain't everybody.
No, it ain't everybody.
And also, let's be real, good and bad.
Yeah.
Whew. Because some of them bad ones, you be like, Jesus.
Right.
Why didn't you show me Satan? You ain't tell me Satan was in my own house. I thought he was red with horns, but he was really a nigga from Detroit. What? You ain't seen that, Nero? Oh, it's Shout Out Friday. I'm about to end the show.
Oh, what you about to close this out?
I'm about to show the damn show. All right, it's Shout Out Friday.
All right.
I'm going. Or you going?
Yeah, we ain't getting them from Apple Podcasts. Y'all niggas step your game up.
Ooh, you so shady.
Go ahead and read some emails.
The first one is from Brenda, and it's episode 150. Wow. The message says, it's time to level up. Preach, Nyambi. Investments, money, mentorship with finances. I need more of this in my life. Please add this segment to your weekly rotation. Share the knowledge with your peoples. The system is set up to keep us consumers rather than producers, and we have to secure the bag for us and future generations. I'm so passionate about personal finance, and I think that we are underrepresented in this segment. So let's go beyond the mindset of just working to live and graduate to wealth creation and financial freedom. Please bring us more of this. LOL. I discovered y'all a month or so ago with Fancy posted about her being on your podcast. Oh, nice. And I'm hooked. I'm almost caught up with all your episodes, and you never disappoint. Nyambi, you are my twin soul. My significant other and I are like you and Niram. I'm a devoted Christian and he's agnostic, but goes to church with me and respects my beliefs as I do his. I've sent him so many of your episodes for us to engage in open dialogue. I'm on my self-love and self-care journey, and I appreciate y'all for what you bring to the listeners. Keep up the good work. Once y'all get settled, you should have a meetup weekend or something. I love to make a trip to Colonizer Valley to hang out with y'all and talk money, black love, and making moves.
Oh, sure.
Thank you. It's so funny you say that because me and Nero, we're actually in the process of figuring out some like segments, to jazz it up for the podcast, right? We have a couple more. We're going to continue this, right? But we think right at that point when we kind of do our house episode, that'd be a nice point to pivot just to start integrating some new segments. And finance was one of them.
Yeah.
Like, we really in wide level finance. So it's almost like part of the episode is more that entry level, mid level finance stuff. So credit score, buying a house, blah blah blah, right? But then we got to transition to like the next level, right? So mid to upper level or more riskier finance things to just have a conversation, even if we're not talking about it, but just to give resources on where to go to get that information. At least if you're at that point in your financial journey.
Absolutely. So, like I said, one of the things that I've done, like I said, Berkshire Hathaway has Warren Buffett's letters to shareholders from 1965, I think, all the way into 2017. So it's on the website, but you can also buy it in book format as well on Amazon. And that's one of the things I just did because, like, I don't have an iPad, so I was like, damn, like I wish I had an iPad so I can like highlight it or whatever, but I don't. So I'm just gonna I just bought the book and I just highlight it in the book. So in the book it's from 1965 to 2014. So that's only like 3 years that I have to look on the website. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna continue to update it. But on the website it's completely free. So I think it's BerkshireHathaway.com. But I think it was interesting because I was just perusing through it. And like just looking at the history of Berkshire Hathaway and how, Warren Buffett, became the, chief whatever of the company and the things he did and pretty much like his whole mind frame, like from
it was very different.
1965 all the way up until now. And I think that's something that no course, no website, no nothing can teach you, right? Like to get the insights of like one of the richest men in the U.S. to say, all right, y'all, all right, stakeholders, shareholders, these are the moves I made, and this is what I was thinking when I made these moves.
Interesting.
Like, I don't think no other courts can teach you that shit, right?
No, absolutely not.
So that's one of the things I'm doing. It's not the funnest read. No. However, it's very understandable.
Gotta be trends there, though. It has to be trends.
It's very understandable.
Yeah.
And just thinking about that, and that's definitely something I want to bring on to try to get somebody to bring on to talk about like this long-term mentality when it comes to investing versus like short-term.
And I think when we talk about finances, we got to have real kitchen table talk, right?
Yeah, like talk real numbers.
Yeah, real numbers with that. But also we got to talk about our families, right? So if you black and you get brown, underrepresented, low socioeconomic, any of those check boxes, you have to talk about the interaction with your family. So if your family's not coming from a certain amount of money and you become the one with disposable income, like we have to talk real talk about putting your family on the budget, not letting them know exactly how much money you make, right? Like it's certain shit you gotta do so you can elevate, because the hope is you use some of your disposable money to do this, right?
Right.
Not your main.
Right.
So, I think it's other conversations we got to have. And we can even talk, how we navigated or some ideas of how you can navigate. Because I don't think you can tell your family every single dollar.
No, absolutely not.
No, you can. Nope. Mm-mm. All right, you read our next one, Nero?
Yeah, so it's from Elena.
Oh, no.
Olana.
Oh, my. Nero. When she see you, she going to run up on you. And I'm going to let her. I'm going to just step out the way and let her run up on you.
Look. She gonna do what she gotta do, and I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do.
I'm gonna just let her run up on you.
Subjects is just comments. Number one, your grandma fake death is hilarious. Why, Lord?
And that's how we be talking. Like, what? That's crazy. And then everybody's so ashamed. Nobody ever really brought it up.
Right. Uh, number 2, if you notice that 10-year-old boy who was handcuffed peed on himself, my heart cried for him.
I didn't know he went to the bathroom on himself.
I did afterwards. Yeah.
Poor baby. I hope they got him some therapy, and the police need to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He gonna need some therapy after that. He's traumatized even more than what he going through now, right? So hell, I'm still traumatized when I be hearing lights flash. I don't got nothing. I'm walking on campus eating peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The police flash. I think they're coming for me. So I can only imagine how that baby feel.
Queen Sugar Hollywood is 45, if he is a day. And that woman who approached Vi looks like she could be 2 years apart. Sister.
Come on. Here I'm talking about Hollywood 23.
How you say
Well,
Hollywood?
how old is Hollywood? Like,
I
they
said
keep,
like 38, 39.
But the thing is, they keep making this a bit thing. I don't think they look that, like, when I see them together, the first thing in my head ain't like, ooh, she older than him. That's not at all what comes to my head.
She said when she was watching it unfold, she was thinking, really? That's probably a 25-year reunion.
Please, that's what I'm saying. Like, she should have got red for filth.
Sure
Bitch, is you serious? Featuring I with her Nicki Minaj wig. I said, where you going with that platinum blonde, sis? That's why you know they got money. She got that new lace front.
Right.
Because I usually wear cute wigs. And then she came with that, what is that, a bob or a blunt cut?
I don't know.
Blondes? What the fuck is that, Aunt Vi? And I want to be like, if anything, that made her look older.
That's that down south shit.
You know what down south do believe in the wig, honey, young and old. And, you know, I know wigs are in style now, but the young folks and the older folks was rocking them wigs before it was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I clearly remember that. Like, I remember like younger girls clearly wearing these colorful wigs before it was cute.
I also say I remember a lady who used to live next door to me. Her name was Miss Katie. She had the same wig for years.
I remember we used to talk about the old lady with wigs.
But it was like the same hairstyle, but it was different colors. So she had like a burgundy red one. She had a black one.
A blonde with that honey blonde face.
Yep. Like, yeah. A Holly Berry blonde.
Yes.
And
well, Mary
like,
J. Blige, you mean Blige.
Yeah, that's it. And I was like, oh, Miss Katie then switched it up.
She does switch, but it's the same hairstyle.
It's the same hairstyle, though. It's like she got like a 3-for-1 deal.
Wigs was a thing with the older population, southern population, but especially older population. Like, all the women used to wear the wigs. And now, please, I done seen them girls in high school wearing wigs. You talk about you like a dog, you wear a wig.
Miss Katie, you looking fly today with that blonde.
With that synthetic on. And back in the day, they was synthetic, honey. They weren't human. Very rarely you had a human hair wig. You had that synthetic.
Oh my God, Miss Katie used to drink. And one day she had the wig go backwards.
Of course. Well, if you got the right hood, when they'll put it on backwards on purpose and make it a style.
So it's like I want to say not finger waves, like the short curls.
Yeah, them tight curls. I know exactly
the tight curl wig.
I know exactly what wig you're talking about.
God.
The old lady, church lady wig.
Yes.
With the curls all over. I know exactly what wig you're talking about. And so it was like off centered, right?
Yes.
Like, so it was high up on her forehead. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, look, we done flashback. All right, our next email is from Nessie, and it's episode 148, Priorities in Colonizer Valley.
What up, Nessie?
The subject says, hey, Nirma Nyan Bees. LOL, I'm writing this because I'm tired of woke-ass Tim getting to write everything, so I'm getting to you an email, aka going off script. Yeah.
You know, first of all, Nessie, you know how Tim don't like your ass to be going off script, nigga. So I commend you. Continue to write these letters.
I commend you?
Continue to write these emails in the closet.
When she go to sleep.
Or in the bathroom. Like, hey, look, I'm going to go take a shower. And just to be a long ass shower, woke Tam looking at you like, damn, you was in there a long time.
Ain't no hot water in the water heater.
You know California got a drought. This nigga taking a long ass time.
Take all the water.
Keep writing those emails.
It says, well, this email is not just for advice for Niram, but all the sis bruh cousins who are going through a similar type of situation. First, bruh, don't let these others stress you about your job prospects. Right now, by being able to be a house husband, you are in a unique situation, so take advantage of it. While you're looking for a job to bring in income, the person making that bread needs to have some secure home to go to. The job that's meant for you will come, and while you're waiting for it to come, get started on building a solid foundation. Think about where you want to live, how much room do you want, and how much money you want to say goodbye to. LOL. Exactly how much money you want to say goodbye to. Colonizer Valley wants you so caught up with finding work that you won't be able to find housing. Exactly. That's how they get you to pay that $5 to $6K a month for a closet. Remember, the person making the bread first gets to plan the commute. That usually helps because I know some people travel as far as Los Banos to work. Ooh, Jesus. That's Gilroy in a mountain. So keep up the good work. Keep your motherfucking eyes on the prize, aka making that merch. Nessie. Thank you. Always so sweet. That's a word.
Yeah. Nessie was talking that word. You know,
Yeah.
when we got out, that was that last week, Friday?
That was only a week ago?
It was a week ago. But yeah, we was talking that real shit. Like, yeah, dude, like, you know, enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I was telling him, like, it's so hard because it's sometimes like when people call me, I don't even pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Like, I can only talk to my mama like once or twice a week because the conversation is like, what type of jobs did you apply to today?
Yeah.
You get any interviews? Like, no. Like,
I'll let you know as soon as I know.
You know, me and Nia got this running joke, like, let's just assume I don't have a job and I haven't got any callbacks.
Yeah.
And if I do, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But no, you get a job yet? You get any interviews? What are jobs you applying to? You don't know nobody out there? Like, shit. I only been out here
2 weeks.
Like, I'm looking at this like I've only been out here since the 1st.
Yeah.
Today is the 14th. When we're recording this, I've only been out here literally 14 days. I'm not going to have a job and 15 interviews in 14 days.
Yeah.
And it's just just one of those things that's irritating and it's draining.
Yeah.
Like, talking to people that want, you know, just
you know they want just the best for you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But it's like a reoccurring thing. So you got to deal with those. And I want to even call those like microaggressions. I'm going to call them microaggressions. Dealing with those microaggressions. Because it's like, no, I told you yesterday, ain't nothing changed. I applied for 3 jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I do. I applied for jobs as a hobby. But now it's not even a hobby no more because I ain't got no job. So it's a necessity. So you know I'm applying for jobs.
Yeah.
But also I got to look for places. And, this is the stuff that we got to, deal with.
Yeah.
And I get it. But please stop asking me if I found a job, if I got an interview. Because when I do, please and believe, I'm going to let you know.
Everyone wants.
Because Niram need a new suit.
Come on.
And Niram needs monies for suits.
Come on. That's a word though.
Yeah.
But thank you for that email. And sometimes you need to hear other folks say it.
Yeah.
Anything else, Nirams?
No, we didn't have any voicemails. We didn't have on the website. I do want to say shout out to everybody who bought merch. We had about 30 orders.
Thank y'all so much.
So shout out to y'all.
Y'all showing up and showing out.
We might even do something next week.
That's what I said. We're so overwhelmed. Yeah, I think we need to do some giveaways or something. Like, we getting there. Like, something needs to happen, but we're just so appreciative to y'all.
Yeah, so shout out to y'all. We really appreciate the support. The support was vast. Like, even like I was looking through some of the orders and like some of the people names. It's like, oh, like I know that person.
Yeah, we know. When we finally meet, we all just gonna all fall out. We gonna be like the family reunion where everybody just start crying.
Right.
And hugging. And when people still, they don't know if we mad at each other. Or
right.
What. Yeah, that's how I already know that's how it's going to be.
Because it's like, it has to be like 12 people on the hit list already.
Yeah.
That I can think of like right now. Like when I see you.
Yeah. It's on. We run into each other. We're going to be like Celie in Color Purple.
Right. And usually you can give out hugs.
You're going to be giving out hugs.
I'm gonna be giving out.
Choking people. They'll be nervous.
I'm gonna be giving out half brother hugs.
Oh, Lord.
That side hug.
And that's a lot for Nirams.
You know what? That's a lot.
So as always, to submit your Black Love stories, go to blacklovematters.com. And to submit your question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything that we talked about today, you can do that on the website, SoundCloud, Stitcher, or any form of social media. That's Black Love Matters. That's Black Love Matters with no K. Also, don't forget that voicemail at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember,
love is ever evolving.
Peace.